Alright geezers, Big Man Earth Apologist back with more. Oh god, he's only come back. Why does he keep doing this? Tell him we don't want what he's selling. I have, sweetheart. He's still at the window. Alright geezers. If you can't laugh, what can you fucking do? In today's Breaking Truth, yeah, singular, we're doing one of those again. Nojumper is sending false DMCA strikes and abusing YouTube's copyright claim system. This is Adam22's media apparatus. He has sent 3 copyright claims in the last half year towards YouTuber Point&Shoot. To the best of my knowledge, they're like a satire channel whose entire... He's fucking the blanket again. His entire point is taking the piss out of Adam22, which in fairness, there's a lot of material to work with. Right, I've spoken about it before. I think the man's a genius. He had the entire internet branding him as a hebephile because it was outed, I don't know, he had a 15-year-old go down on him in the back of his dad's Ford Fiesta or something like that. And he got exposed for it, rightfully so. People, you know, they called him a creep, a little bit of a dirtbag, just a smidge bit of a register evader. People didn't like that. And then this absolute Machiavelli's the Prince type archetype sitting there, right? I imagine smoking a pipe in his private library. He looks like a man that reads a lot. You know, he readjusts his monocle. The internet is calling me a hebephile. We'll see about that. And then he had his wife get fucked by a bunch of black dudes, and now everyone calls him a cuck. It's Machiavellian genius, frankly. It's 8-dimensional checkers, the game this man has played. Because now, you hear Adam27 or whatever the fuck his name is, you hear Adam22 Jump Street, you're not thinking, hang on, didn't a 15-year-old go down on him in the back of his dad's Ford Fiesta that one time? You're not thinking of that. You're thinking, oh, Adam22. His wife getting handed around like a fucking chocolate box at Christmas. Brilliant. No, you know what I mean? That woman has had the entirety of the NFL and the coaches. And he's going to turn around and say, fair enough. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I let other men wear my wife like a glove. But you can't take the piss out of me. That's too far, and I will use and abuse YouTube's broken TOS to silence you. I don't condone that. I completely condemn that. I've said this in a few videos now, dear viewer, if you remember. If you can't handle people taking the piss out of you on the internet, you should not be online. And I go one step further. You should have your internet taken away from you. You should have your broadband cut. That's what I fucking believe, my view, Piglet. Okay? Because there are people on this platform who cannot handle it. And instead of saying, you know what, this isn't good for my mental health, I clearly don't have the mental constitution to do this. Instead, they go after the people poking fun at this Adam22 individual being a public cuckold. And it's a fascinating dichotomy. I would love to get this man's brain under a microscope. That's not because it's small, per se. No. But no, I'd like to study him. Because on one hand, he seems very comfortable with the whole world knowing him as a cuckold, right? But he can't get enough of that. He loves being known as an internet cuckold, but he can't handle people making fun of him. Like, what goes on in his brain? Why is that so much of an issue? Yet the former thing, the worst thing, isn't. I have no idea who these Point&Shoot people are. They're a satire channel. So, you know, why would you need a satire channel, dear viewer? Why would you need any channel on this wretched platform when you have Big Man Earth Apologist? Yeah, I'm the only channel you need. Last honest man on the internet. Like/dislike, comment and subscribe. But he's been going after this channel, Point&Shoot, because they've been critical of him. They've been mean. Oh, they've been so mean. I don't know the sorts of jokes they're making at Adam22's expense. I frankly do not care. If it isn't life ruination, you need to develop thicker skin. All right, full stop. You need to develop thicker skin or get offline. And while you're at it, get your wife offline as well. All right, it's classless behaviour. It really fucking is, dear viewer. You've done something wrong when the elitist in me comes out. No, get your woman off the internet. This is a fucking disgrace, Adam, if that's your real fucking name. And grow thicker skin if you're going to remain like a bad stench at a funeral on your little failing podcast. Because I covered this, if you remember. I did cover him a few months back now. That his media empire is crumbling in on itself. No longer will he interview famous black celebrity types. I imagine that's a vetting process, right? He's trying to pick the next one to have a go on his wife. Jesus Christ. I cannot imagine that. I can't imagine ever being in that position. Do you have no pride? Do you have no ego? No. I'm a liberal, live how you please, but do it behind closed doors. Alright, if you're gonna pass round your wife or spouse or whatever else, do it privately. Don't have it filmed. Don't enrich yourself on your public humiliation. Or do, because evidently it works. Christ knows. But no, you know, he's a Machiavellian type, he is. He had the internet calling him a paedophile, and now they call him a cuckold. So, well done, I guess. Comment below. Would you rather be called a cuckold by the whole internet, or a little bit of a register evader? Which would you prefer? I honestly, it sounds like an easy one. It isn't. Because I've been thinking this over. Which would I prefer? I'd have to think more on it, frankly. I would have to think more on it. Jesus Christ. I don't think it's for me. The whole, you know, predating teenagers thing. Evidently, it's what Asmongold and all of these other miscreants are into. What do you talk about? Right, if you're, let's say, 27 and you're grooming a 15-year-old, like, realistically, though, take out the moral and the legal issues there, of which there are some, what do you talk about? You know what I mean? It's very bizarre. Frankly, this may be a controversial view. You may unsubscribe after hearing this. I don't get the appeal of paedophilia. I don't. I just don't get it. I don't understand. So, do you like Cyndi Lauper? I hear she's popular with the kids these days. And they'd roll their eyes at me, they'd call me granddad, and I'd feel gross. I just feel really gross about the whole situation. Listen, sweetheart, you're a lovely girl. I just don't think I can predate you. No, I promise. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, I guess now is as good a time as any. I'm coming out of the closet, dear viewer. I'm not a paedophile. Alright, you're probably going to unsubscribe. I'm sure many of you feel misled. I'm the one person you follow on this wretched website who isn't a nonce. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I let anyone down. I just don't think it's for me, personally. Have you ever heard a 14-year-old girl talk about anything? I would sooner listen to tinnitus, dear viewer. Anyway, weird tangent. Adam22. Adam22, oh, he's not happy with people taking the piss out of him. Perfectly happy with, linebackers forming an orderly queue or train, taking turns to essentially wear his wife like a fucking oven mitt. Absolutely fine with that. Loves that. Can't get enough of that. Sign him up. No doubt he's fucking subscribed to our OnlyFans. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't help but look down on that. If you want to be gay, straight, 50-50 whole meal, I don't care. I'm a liberal, live how you please. This, though, I can't help but find it degenerate. I'm sorry. It's wrong. Have some self-respect. Anyway, this one's been shit. It really has. I love you. God bless yourself. And as usual, I'm sorry you had to hear it from me. No, really. I feel dirty after this one.